The world laughed at his weakness until discipline made him dangerous. I am Asta, and let me tell you something brutal. The world respects talent first, not effort, not discipline, not heart. If you're weak, people notice immediately. They mock you, doubt you, look at you like you'll never become anything important. I know that feeling better than anyone. Imagine living in a world built entirely around power, while being born with none. No magic, no natural gift, no advantage, just weakness. And trust me, people remind you of your weakness constantly. That's how the world works. People worship talent because talent looks impressive. But discipline is invisible in the beginning. Nobody notices the suffering, the lonely training, the repeated failures, the silent obsession with becoming stronger. They only notice results later. That's why weak people quit early, because improvement feels humiliating at first. You fail publicly, struggle publicly, embarrass yourself publicly. And while you're suffering through growth, everyone around you laughs comfortably. That kind of pain changes people. It creates insecurity, self-doubt, anger. At some point, you start questioning yourself too. Maybe they're right. Maybe I'm not enough. Maybe I'll always stay weak. That mindset destroys dreams, because once your mind accepts weakness permanently, your body stops fighting too. But I refuse to accept that reality. Not because I was special, because I was desperate. Desperate people become dangerous when they choose discipline over excuses. That's the dark truth most people ignore. Sometimes weakness creates stronger people than talent ever could. Why? Because weak people understand suffering deeply. They understand rejection, failure, humiliation. And if they survive those experiences without quitting, they develop something terrifying, relentless discipline. Talent creates confidence quickly, but struggle creates endurance, and endurance lasts longer. That's why pain became my training ground. Every insult fueled me. Every failure sharpened me. Every moment people underestimated me strengthened my resolve, because eventually, you stop caring about proving people wrong. You become obsessed with proving yourself right. That's when transformation begins. The moment your focus shifts from validation to self-mastery. And once someone with nothing develops unstoppable discipline, they become more dangerous than naturally gifted people ever expected. Most people think discipline is motivation. It isn't. Motivation disappears when life becomes painful. Discipline is something darker. It's continuing, even when you feel weak. Even when nobody believes in you. Even when progress feels invisible. That's why most people never become strong. Because discipline requires suffering most people cannot tolerate. The early mornings, the exhaustion, the repeated failure, the loneliness of improving while others stay comfortable. That process destroys weak minds quickly. And honestly, there were moments where I felt exhausted too. Moments where my body hurt. Moments where improvement felt impossible. Moments where the gap between me and everyone else felt unfair. That's the hidden pain of being weak. You constantly compare yourself to stronger people. You wonder why growth feels easier for them. why talent came naturally to them, why you have to suffer twice as hard just to reach the same level. That frustration can poison your spirit. Many people become bitter there. They blame the world, blame their circumstances, blame their limitations, and slowly, they stop trying completely. That's how weakness wins. Not physically, mentally, because once excuses become comfortable, growth dies. I refused that mindset, not because I enjoyed suffering, because I understood something important. If talent was never given to me, then discipline had to become my weapon. That realization changed everything. I stopped complaining about what I lacked, stopped wasting energy comparing myself to others, stopped waiting for life to become fair. Instead, I focused on what I could control: effort, consistency, endurance. That's real power, not natural ability. The ability to continue improving while carrying pain, doubt, and exhaustion. Because eventually, discipline transforms people completely. Your body changes, your mindset changes, your standards change, and little by little, the person who once looked weak becomes mentally stronger than everyone who underestimated them. That's the hidden advantage of struggle. Struggle builds resilience. People born strong often panic when life becomes difficult. But people forged through hardship, they adapt. Pain trained them already. Failure trained them already. Loneliness trained them already. That's why disciplined people become dangerous. Because once someone survives enough suffering, they stop fearing hard work completely. And the moment pain no longer scares you, your growth becomes unstoppable. So now, you finally understand the truth. Being weak is not the end. Staying weak is. Because weakness itself is not shameful. Everyone starts somewhere. Everyone struggles somewhere. Everyone feels inadequate sometimes. The real tragedy is giving up on your growth before your transformation begins. That's what destroys most people. Not failure, not pain, not limitations. Surrender. The moment they convince themselves, I can't become more than this, that mindset kills potential quietly. And the worst part? Most people never realize how powerful they could have become if they simply stayed disciplined longer. Because discipline changes people slowly. At first, nothing happens. You suffer, train, fail repeatedly, push yourself harder than everyone around you. And still, the world sees you as weak. That stage is brutal, because you feel invisible, underrated, unrecognized for your effort. But that's where real warriors are created. Not during applause, during isolation, during struggle, during moments where quitting feels easier than continuing. That's when your character is tested completely. Will you stop because progress feels slow? Or will you continue, even without immediate results? That answer defines your future, because eventually, consistent discipline creates transformation impossible to ignore. The weak become resilient. The insecure become confident. The underestimated become unstoppable. Not overnight. Through repeated suffering, repeated effort, repeated refusal to surrender. That's why I kept moving forward. Not because I was talented, because I refuse to stay weak forever. That mentality is dangerous. When someone with nothing develops relentless discipline, they become stronger mentally than naturally gifted people, because their confidence is built differently, not through talent, through survival, through repeatedly standing back up after failure, through enduring humiliation without quitting, through continuing even while doubting themselves internally. That kind of strength lasts forever, because pain built it, discipline sharpened it, struggle tested it. That's the dark philosophy behind growth. The world may laugh at your weakness today, but if you stay disciplined long enough, those same people will fear your transformation tomorrow. So if you feel weak right now, good. Use it. Let the pain fuel your discipline. Let the rejection sharpen your focus. Let the struggle build your endurance. And keep rising, again, and again, and again, until the world understands one thing clearly: you were never weak. You were simply unfinished. Final comment trigger. So tell me, if the world mocked your weakness, ignored your effort, and doubted your future completely, would you quit? Or would you train in silence until discipline makes you dangerous? Comment. No magic.